of that there, the legs.
Okay, so the interviewee has exclaimed that he is in an altered state of consciousness at this moment, having finished a strenuous yoga session. The cameraman tried to keep up with him, however, youth prevailed.
Yeah, man, gotta get your stretch on. Man.
We out here in Atlanta, man, chilling. Got my man Empowering Live Instruments,
Yes, sir.
aka E.L.I.
The one and only. Out here in Atlanta, man. For once, the weather was beautiful. Yesterday, this bald head right here was feeling them licks. That wind is no joke.
Hey.
Coming off of them hills, man. It's straight. But I'm loving the A, man. I'm out here chilling with Derek Joby and Jerry Doby and Jay.
That was a very strenuous yoga session.
Very strenuous yoga session, man. Got my for real stretch on.
It's cool. You have to butcher. He butchered my name, but I don't care. I have no ego at this point.
Out here with the hype magazine. Just
there you go.
Into the A, man.
Right. So you're a dangerous item. You know, I think there's a law against educated black men who don't keep their mouth shut.
Well, I guess I look at it like this. You get one time to live physically on this earth, so why not
the sun is fucking him up.
Yeah, it's fucking me up real bad.
You're back in Atlanta, so talk to me about E.L.I.
Well, man, I'm just a young cat born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi, right, you know, on some true hip hop shit, man. I come from a wide variety of styles of music as a musician first, then getting heavy into the rhymes, just coming from what I listened to deciding one day I really wanted to hear myself on a track, and just bought a $5 Walmart microphone, got me a program, bummed a Fruity Loops, and went to town and dropped a track at 16. I've been doing it ever since, you know. And I see other cats come out hitting with the producer MC title just back to back, and I'm just like, well, shit, if they can do it, I know I can do it, you know. Just began mastering my craft, really, like, I'd say I got deep into just grinding hard on what I was doing about 2 or 3 years ago, and made some heavy strides considering the length of time it takes to be an indie artist in the industry, so...
So everybody has a dream, but you seem like you're really wide awake. So I'm assuming it's a vision, but really what makes you feel that you would be the next to blow, that you really have something to contribute to hip hop?
Well, I mean, if everything in the industry had a character, right? Let's say every story's got a protagonist and antagonist. My character, who I am as a person, just kind of fits. They just made a great little movie called Dope about an educated young 90s, you know, kid, not real cool, but ends up falling into the right place at the right time in a different situation, and finds his place in the world. And, you know, I mean, it made a great character, a character I could kind of familiarize with. So, I mean, I just think my character fits in the industry, and it's just, it is, I am who I am, and I just fit. That's just how I feel about it. I guess I feel like I got a new contribution to hip hop. Like, I don't want somebody to call me conscious, because I don't think that's a definition you should even put on a person like that. Everybody essentially needs to be a little conscious as to what's going on around them. And if you're not about that, then you're just kind of subjecting yourself to be somebody who's unconscious, which is essentially just dead. So, I mean, I don't want to be called a conscious rapper, but I mean, if that's what you want to call me when I tell the truth on the mic, then it is what it is.
But we need conscious.
Well, I mean,
and, you know, it's an important tag, and it's a lot of responsibility to carry. So you don't want to be called conscious. Is it because you're afraid of the title or the responsibility?
I mean, I don't want somebody to go, oh, he's a conscious rapper, I should look at him like a role model. By no means.
Okay.
By no means.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I got the things that I want to do in life the way I want to do it. And I honestly don't care what you think about it, you know. So that's why I don't want the label of conscious. But, I mean, I don't want to be somebody who's a character that's not able to I guess to identify with the fans or the listeners. You know what I mean? Like most of my music that I make is just about the stuff that I'm doing right now. So I mean, sure, when I get to be a 7-figure dude, maybe I'll talk about some outlandish stuff that I'm doing. But I mean, as of right now, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. But I made some connections. I'm making strides. I'm putting in everything I got. You know what I'm saying? Coming from working jobs, hustle, whatever I need to do to accomplish my goals so that I can do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. But along the way, you happen to be pulling off some Jimi Hendrix kind of stuff with hip hop, because you've pulled whole cards, whether on purpose or not. Like in Ain't About That Life. Whole cards were pulled.
I mean, let's look at it realistically, man. When you look past the nonsense, I mean, people are who they are. I mean, you can talk about what you're doing, but I mean, I've been in a situation here or there, and I know that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your quote unquote trap gods in every city. I mean, like, if you just putting that title on there for the style of music that you making, cool beans, call it greens. But I mean, realistically, if you doing real dirt, you damn sure ain't talking about it.
Not without consequences.
A good lawyer can't save you from a full-fledged confession.
That's real talk. So where do you see you really headed with your music? And what are we going to be looking at from inside the mind of Empowering Live Instruments, aka E.L.I?
Well, you can look forward to my music having some old school bump with some new school flavor. That's my thing. That official boom bap with, the new style of instruments. And then, I veer off. I like music, period. So, I mean, I'll veer off and do my thing here and there. But what you're gonna hear is some real identifiable topics that's still jumping, you know what I'm saying? Something that you can listen to but identify with at the same time, you know what I mean? That's definitely something you're gonna be able to hear from upcoming projects. And then just a lot of dope beats. Expect dope beats. Please expect dope beats.
Produce your own stuff?
Yes I do. But I mean, as an MC, I'm not opposed to jumping on somebody else's beat. I'm not gonna be, so all about my own shit that I can't work on somebody else's material. But,
But right now, you're able to.
I function fully by myself, so that's really what it's all about.
And who better to create the feeling that sonically that you're trying to send with the lyrical message, but
right.
yourself.
I mean, that's the truth. It's easier to build songs as a songwriter like that. When I can hear what I'm trying to make in my head, actually put the music out there. By the time I get halfway through the beat, I've written essentially what I want to be the chorus. So, I mean, it's just easier for me like that. But I can do it either way. It does not matter.
Okay. For a new listener, if you had to pick a song from your body of work, what would be the best introduction to E.L.I? Somebody who's just hearing you for the first time, you want them to get a bar, E.L.I, and this is the joint that represents me and gives you an insight via my music.
Thanks to the team that helped me put the album together. Considering the album was the jump out, and that's what's out right now, I'm gonna go ahead and say the intro to the album, Giant in the Flesh, is essentially what you're gonna want to hear. It's got some great powerful intro parts to the song, and when the actual bars start jumping off, they jump off hard. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I always want to represent, is them hard bars.
Which album is this?
This is Harry the Pothead and Sorcerer's Stone.
When did those drop?
That one dropped a while ago. Oh, my bad. Harry the Pothead and the Stone Sorcerer.
It dropped a while back, you said?
Yeah, it dropped a while back. But we're going to make some touches on it and drop a re-release here soon. We just recently put Gansudine on the team. I'm working with him right now. Plans to work with some bigger people. I can only save it so much. So, and then that what's up and coming is really, you know, as times change. I've made some crucial music about, you know what I'm saying, people, you know, wage slaving and just some things that have been going on in the world, like, you know, this media excuse for genocide in the world. You know what I'm saying? The excuses that the media wants to give for genocide is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I'm touching on a little bit of that, but you know, I'm just making music. So as far as the next project coming together, it's just gonna depend on what's going on, you know. But I know I'll have something here shortly because I've compiled a nice library. So.
I'm going to talk to you about one thing or another,
Mm-hmm.
and then they change it up. In the end, we call that slick karma, where, you know, things you pulled in the beginning turn out to be the very thing that, you know, bites you in the ass in the end. And in a learning process, it turns into, I guess, lesser consequences and repercussions, but the conditions of your life change when you know certain things you say affect other people. And for some people, for me, really, you know, I ain't shitting on trying to hide it, so, you know, I keep it a buck regardless. But for other people, when they speak in a certain manner and they realize that everybody's hearing them, I don't know, it's kind of like realizing you have no net beneath your feet.
So we see where you get it from. So father and son team, talk to me about the unique pressures.
There is no such thing as unique pressure. Luckily, I got a father with some sense that understands that family has a place and business has a place. And that's just what it is. And I was like, we can try to play the Joe Jackson mentality, but we know that shit don't work. Let's learn from the mistakes of those that came before us and keep it straight business.
And it's working. I mean, you're moving and grooving.
It's not essentially just that either. I mean, like, strategically, if you have a system in place where parts grow separately but end up conjoining at the end, nobody loses speed trying to acclimate for life, because life happens to people individually. I got my own things going on, he got his own things going on, and neither of us have time to slow down and compensate for the unfortunate things that happen in life. So like that, it becomes a system that doesn't have to wait on itself. You know what I mean?
See, that's why I like this kid.
And I don't have to mess with somebody I don't trust. So.